All right, hello everyone. Welcome back. My name is Eat Sleep Complete, and this is very interesting stream. Hello, hello. You're not going to see my. Let me pause this real quick, or at least turn it down just a little bit. Let's see here. All right, there we go. So, oh, this is surprisingly loud. Okay. One moment. Guys, I swear I'm prepared for these streams. Alright, there we go. So it's a bit of an interesting stream tonight. I was playing something right before stream was supposed to start, and I noticed achievements were not unlocking. So I tested it across a couple different sources, and just nothing wanted to work. No achievements were popping across any account, any game, anything. It was just straight up not working. Checked with a couple buddies of mine, and it would seem that we are currently experiencing an outage that Microsoft has not made public yet, because there's been several other issues. So in other words, I knew we said we were going to do Oblivion tonight, but what is the point of playing Oblivion if we can't get the achievements for completing the story missions? And quite frankly, on the off chance, and I know this is how this often goes, is yes, I know, sad ESC. Hang on one second, because I'm just now realizing that apparently my I do not have a source for sound alerts. What is going on here? Hang on, if I click on this, oh yeah, that's going to be just a black screen. Let me see here. Why is that not showing up? Okay, hang on one second. There we go. All right, there we go. I believe I've got that fixed. Let me go ahead and try sending it through one more time. If I can get to it. Oh my goodness, yes, come on. All right, let's try this one more time. Hey, there we go, it's working. All right, well, so yeah, I figured, let's not let an outage for Xbox stop us from having a little bit of fun tonight. And I was originally going to do this off stream, just in my spare time. I do like me a good Lego set. And as a matter of fact, let me go ahead and flip this around. Hang on one second here. Just so that way... there we go. Flip vertical. Okay. Now you guys see it as I see it. Excellent. It's no longer upside down. Okay, so what we're going to be doing today is I've got the lo-fi on. If I can, there we go. I've got the lo-fi on. We're going to be building a Lego set today. Might be a shorter stream. I genuinely do not know. I don't know how long this set is rated for. But we're going to build it until it's done. Then we'll take a look at the finished result. Otherwise, it's going to be a chill stream. We can chat, hang out, listen to some good music. So you might be asking, what are we building tonight? And the answer is some cool rocks. I apologize for the glare. But yes, we've got a Lego set that is based off of their mineral collection. This is Lego Ideas number 70, or set number 21362. And I like cool rocks. I'm sure a lot of you guys like cool rocks. So let's build some cool rocks out of cool rocks. I think you can describe Lego as that. I've got the card backing here just for like a somewhat soft surface so you guys aren't hearing the constant, you know, click-clack of the Legos spilling out all over the place. And so we've got the instruction booklet, which is actually 3 instruction booklets, one for each of the little shelf things. So we'll get started with the very first one here. Now, I do apologize. There is going to be some loud sounds just because, you know, I have to get the plastic bags open. But let's see. These are going to be the rocks that we're building here. First off, we've got watermelon tourmaline. I'll see if I can get this closer to the camera for you. Watermelon tourmaline, pyrite, otherwise known as fool's gold, amethyst, which you should all know, rhodochrosite, which only some of you should know, tangerine quartz, and fluorite, which I really like because of the deep blue. All right, let me go ahead and... All right, so we've got I'm going to try and center the instructions right there, and we'll try and build it right here. This isn't the One Piece Lego set. You are correct. I do not have the One Piece Lego set. Kingdom and I did see those over the weekend, and they look really cool. So I'm not saying never. I'm just saying those are expensive. Maybe someday. I'll tell you one Lego set I'm not going to buy. I'm not... keep in mind, I don't buy a ton of Lego sets. They generally get given to me as birthday and Christmas gifts. But I do follow Lego loosely. And so, you know, you'll see... on occasion, big sets that get a lot of news. I'll pay attention to those. They just put out like a Death Star one. And you might be thinking like, oh wow, the Death Star, those are generally pretty big sets, like they're pretty expensive. The new Death Star isn't a sphere. It's like they cut out a slice of the Death Star and made it a diorama. And they're trying to sell it as the whole Death Star, which is just hilarious because they want like $1,300 for it. And it's like, absolutely not. If I'm buying the Death Star, I'm getting the whole Death Star. Yes, Polysemic is usually the one bringing Legos into the house, and they are usually those really cool plant sets. Okay, let's get started. We're going to need bag number 1. You're going to hear a lot of plastic. I apologize. There we go. We've got our removal tool right here. We'll keep that off to the side just in case. Last Lego set I built was the Mario one. You're going to have to specify. I believe there's more than a couple of those now. We've got 2 smaller little bags here, so let me kind of... We'll build it like right here. Just off to the side. We'll keep the piles kind of separated here. Come on. Oh, the Bowser Castle one. That one looked pretty cool. So the last Lego set that I built before this one was... They put one out for the new Spider-Man movie, which is like the Spider-Man lab from Into the Spider-Verse. And I built that one. That was off-stream. And then there was the Mega Bloks Xbox 360. We won't be able to see you building at this angle. No, we're going to build it right here. What do you mean you won't be able to see me building at this angle? Do you mean my face? My parents got you that? Yes, yes they did. Your parents did get me the Spider-Man one, which I am very grateful for. All right, let's see here. Okay, so we're gonna need one of these and a darker brown right here, and it's 4 in. Yes, yes, I got the crafting table too. As a matter of fact, hang on, because that one is within reach, does not have a ton of small pieces, and is really cool. I want to show you. Hang on. Top of it got a little bit dusty. But yeah, I'll show you this one. So this is a Lego Minecraft crafting bench, and you might be thinking, oh, that's really cool. It's also a diorama, which the green screen is going to mess with it a little bit, but it's got all the different biomes on it. It's really cool. I really like it. I have it prominently displayed on my shelf. Okay, so let's see here, and then we've got, what is it, the dark brown corners. Those go there, and there. And then we need the small dark brown individual pieces, and those go in between. Why wouldn't you just... This is what I don't get, right? Is because you can see we have the 4x1 right here, and then we've got the 3x3 corner, which, yeah, okay, but then we've got just the 1x1, the flat 1x1. What's the point of this? Why wouldn't you just give us a 6x1 for the center? And I'm gonna be honest, bit of a hot take here. I'm willing to bet they do that to drive up the piece count, so that way, in this case, it's 3 pieces, not 1. That way they can kind of try and justify it. All right, so let's see here. Next we need, yeah, literally one of these right here. The very next piece that we need. Why wouldn't you just give us... Look, it fits across. Why wouldn't you just give us one of those, but in the dark brown? Why'd you have to make it a 4x1 and a 1x1? Doesn't make any sense. And then let's see here. We need another one of those for the other side. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. All right. There we go. Because Lego. I'm just going to assume these super long pieces are the ones that we need. So we'll go ahead and snap those on. And then we've got 2 2x1s, which are these small pieces. And we have to flip. You have to flip it over and snap them into the bottom of this, which is like, again, why? Oh, okay. All right. We're moving on to the next piece. So we have to do everything we just did again. Yeah, literally just do it all over again. Okay. And then the corner pieces. There we go. And then, oh, not that one, this one. There we go. We snap those on underneath. And then we bring the big one back in. And then, what is it? Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. I goofed. It's not the light brown ones that we need. It's the darker brown ones right here. And then we flip that over and put the 2x1s in. There we go. Yep, that Looks a lot better. Makes a lot more sense. Okay. I'm going to assume that's either the base or the top of this thing. Oh, it's probably the base. Okay, so now we take the light brown long ones and put them into place on top here. There we go. And then we need these, which I've not seen these pieces before, with the two studs on either side. Whoa! Oh no! All right, that fell. Goodness gracious. I actually, yes, Kingdom, I do. Okay, so we need two of these blank stud ones in the middle. How do I like my steak? Somewhere between rare and medium rare. More towards medium rare. And there we go. We can use that one. And is this it? That is not it. Okay. Oh, also, one thing I wanted to correct myself from last night. I had said that we were going to be doing Oblivion this Friday. That was a complete mess up on my end. There will be no stream this Friday because it is Kingdom's birthday, and so we will be going out to eat for Kingdom's birthday to celebrate. If there does end up being a stream, it might be early in the morning, but I'm going to be honest with you, that day is her day, so if she doesn't want me to stream and wants to like go out and do something, we're 100% doing that. So I'll keep you guys up to date. And happy birthday to, or whenever your birthday is. You're actually almost a month late exactly. It was right around this time a month ago, but I appreciate it. Thank you, Hyper Ninja. Oh, thank you. Ooh, it looks good. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciate it. To give you guys an idea of what we're working with. Oh god, the green beans. Oh no. We got mashed potatoes, green beans, and steak tips. All really good. How many channel points to eat some Legos? I'm not. Choir? Choir, there is a dollar amount where I would do that. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You're going to have to guess and keep donating until it hits it. All right. Sorry, I was trying to eat that. Hyper Ninja, I said that there is a dollar amount. I'm not going to tell you what it is, though. So everything Xbox is down. So it's the weirdest thing, right? And I can log back into this game and try it. just to see if it's come back up yet. But the most annoying thing about the most annoying thing about modern achievements is they are no longer client side, they're server side, which means if you want to pop achievements, you need to be connected to the internet. And that also means when the servers go down, stuff breaks. And in this case, what was it? It's the weirdest thing. I was playing a game. It's called, I think, Sweet Survivors. Okay, yeah. The achievement is still not unlocking. I was playing Sweet Survivors, and achievements were unlocking just fine. I finished the game up, and I'm like, you know what game do I want to play next? And it came down to Hatsune Miku Logic Paint S. It's a cool little Picross game. I've had it on my wish list for a while. And I was looking at it, and I'm like, the last time it went on sale was 3-4 years ago at this point. Chances are it's probably not going to go on sale again. So I bought it, and I got to playing it, and eventually I noticed, the achievements are not unlocking. And it's just not unlocked anything for me. I don't know what the deal is. I am apparently not the only person to have such an issue. There's been reports of a couple other people. I don't know what would be causing it, though. It does not seem very widespread. So, I figure, you know what? I don't want to risk playing Oblivion, which is a game that has a high time investment in it. Like, if we were to continue Oblivion tonight and play the Thieves Guild quest, we're on like the second to last stage of the Thieves Guild. If we play through that and then the achievement doesn't pop and then we have to wait for it to get fixed, and once the fix goes through, if it's not retroactive, like if it doesn't pop the achievements you've met the requirements for already, that means I need to start another character, level them up, and then get them all the way through the Thieves Guild quest again to the point that we miss the achievement pop on. And I'd really rather not risk that. Don't get me wrong, I love Oblivion. I don't want to have to replay it because of some server bullshit. So, here we are with the Legos tonight. And hopefully by next week, server issues have been resolved. Alright, so let me see. We need little, what are those, little indentation ones? And these go right here. There we go. Need one more. And I'll show off the finished version of this when we finish building it, of course, so you guys can see everything. All right, let's see here. What do we got? We finished that stage. Sorry, I'm having a tough time resisting the food because everything is just delectable. Kingdom is a very, very good cook, especially when it comes to steak tips. Of course, it doesn't want to get cut, though. Of course. All right. So let's see here. Now we need these long light brown ones. And they're going to go on either side here. And we need... What the heck? Oh, I hate these little window things. Okay. So we need these 2x6, 2x4. And we need the little... Where are they? Is it these? Oh, it is these. I can't really show you because they're clear, but we need these little panels. And if we... Sorry, I'm trying to show you guys, but this is a very annoying piece here. There we go. All right. We need these, 2 of these, with these little window pieces. And these are going to go, let me see here. Probably window facing out. So there's that one. And its window piece. And then we need... Where is it? I don't see... It's like a 2x1. Oh, wait. There they are. Okay. So we need 2 of these right here. And they've got to go right in the middle, facing out. So hang on, let me wrestle with this window piece one more time. Hang on. There we go. And facing out. There we go. Oh joy, we get to do it again, but with larger windows. That's what I love to see, and I'm being incredibly sarcastic about it. All right. There we go. These are much easier because there's little nubs on on the window panel, and there we go. On the window panel and the like the window frame itself. Oh. Well, I'm glad I looked because the plastic bag from the first, like the very first one that we opened, still, oh, damn it, still has a piece in it. And that piece just fell further into the trash. Okay. Wonderful. All right. Well, I got it. We're good. All right. Give me 1 second. I want to just run and wash my hands because I had to reach into the trash can to get that. So, be right back. Hang on. Okay. There we go. I am back. All right, there we go. So, let me see here. I probably want them to face the same direction as the smaller window. And then we need these really tall 1x1s here. And those are going to go on either side of the window. All right. So there we go. There's that step done. Oh, there we go. All right. So let's see here. Now we've got 2 more of these super tall ones, and we have to take a super short 1x1 and attach them together. And they need to go right up against those little ramps from earlier. All right. There's that. Fairly simple step. All right, so now we're done with this. We're going to set that off to the side for the time being. We're starting on our next one here, and it looks like we're doing pretty much the same thing. Building probably another frame of some kind. Let's see here. So 4 and 4. There we go. We're only doing 1, strangely. And there we go. We got the corners. Second verse, same as the first. Put the solo pieces in between. And then take the light brown ones there and snap them in underneath. Then we take the longer dark brown ones, snap them in on top. There we go. Flip them over with the 2x1s. Where is the other 2x1? There's the other 2x1. All right, and those go on the other side. There we go. Now the other one, very similar. See, we're building the shelving, so it's gonna, be fairly standard across the board. It's a good thing we got that piece out of the trash, because it was needed right there. Excellent. And then 2 of those. There we go. And then these 2. We're starting to run low on pieces. This first bag is almost spent. There's that. And now we combine it all into, boom, one big frame that you guys have seen before. This is definitely the top, because now we're going to take, are they gold? Yes, they're gold. We're going to take the gold single studless squares and put those on the corners. There we go. Best I can line them up there. Let's see. All right. We need, what is it? It's long, short, long? Yes, okay. So we're going to take the studless 1x-whatevers. There we go. Stick them there. We're going to take the 1x2s of the same design. Put it right between them. There we go. So same on the opposite side here. There we go. And then for the shorter sides, we need 2 of these. And then 2 more of the 1x2s. So we'll go ahead and snap those on. And then there we go. There we go. Looking good. Oh, and then we're bringing this back. Bringing back the big piece we'd already built and just snapping the whole thing together. Let me just push down on all connection points here, make sure it's nice and secure. And there we go. Some sort of display box. I don't recall seeing this on the front. Oh, this is the excuse me, this is the top of the case. Okay, so we're done with that. Now I believe we are building the pyrite. So we need 1 of these. I like how step 22 is literally just get a tall 1x1 and just put it on the table. And then we need, is it gold or is it gray? Okay, it's like grayish yellow. There we go. This is step 23, is connect the light brown 1x1 to the gray yellow 2x2. Oh, and then we flip it on its side or over, and we take this gray attachment piece and like snap it facing up. And then we take 2 of, where are they? Are they these? Nope, they're not these. Ah, they're these. Okay. Oh, okay. We got pieces falling. Hang on. We got a piece down. Oh, got it. We're good. We're good. Trying to have stuff not roll off the table. That'd be excellent if it could not do that. Let me kind of group all these pieces together here. You can see all the teeny tiny things I'm working with here. All right, so we've got these, and so we're gonna kind of do one of those and just snap them on the bottom. Oh my goodness. There we go. There we go. Very interesting setup here. All right, so we've got this odd setup. We're going to set that off to the side here because we were starting another smaller piece. It looks like we need 2 of these little white mount pieces, a single sand-colored stud, 1 of these little, like, cookie-looking things, I guess? They have paw prints on them. This is so weird. Let me... Can't really make it out. Hello? Focus? Hello? Hello? Focus? There we go. Look at that. That's so weird. I feel like that came from a different set. Right? Like, they're just like, oh, we have too many of these dog paw print cookie things. Use them in this other set. Or at the very least, since this is a Lego Ideas set, maybe it's like the creator was like, oh, we can just use that, that's fine. Which at that point you have to ask, how do you know that's even a piece? What set do you own that has that is at the forefront of your mind, that you're like, oh yeah, we can use the dog cookies in the cool rock display set? Oh, I'm very aware of the like the frogs and whatnot. I've seen Polysemic's flower set ones. I think one of them even uses a fish at some point. All right. So I have to take this yellow piece and put it on one of these white mounting pieces. And put the other white mounting piece... What on earth? Kind of sideways on the yellow piece here. Put the dog biscuit on the white mounting piece and the single stud on the bottom, so that it's like this. Can't really see the yellow, but you get the idea. No worries. I've seen Polysemic's flower sets. They get very creative. Okay. So according to this, we've got that, and then we secure this over the top. So we've got this really mashed up piece. Not really sure what we're going for with this. And then we take... Does it? No, not like that. So that needs to be like that. And that needs to be like that. So then hold that together like that, I guess. And then we take another one of these like sand colored 2x2s. Right? That looks about right. And then we take two of these like light sand colored 2x2s, stick them together, which I hate it when they make you do this. This is this is two pieces. Like, try and separate these. I dare you. I hate it when they make you do this. And we just snap those onto the side. Okay, we got an interesting setup here. We need one of these 3x1s, one of these curved pieces, a sand-colored mount, and two individual studs. So we want this, and we want one of the studs on the end, and then the mount piece there. And then we want the curved piece. How are we doing this? We want the curved piece to kind of mount vertically, and the other stud on top, so that we get this. Something like that. Very strange. And then the whole thing kind of squeezes in there like that. I can kind of see what we're going for at this point. It's just very strange overall. Okay, so now one of these little red connectors, another stud, another ramp piece, 2x1, and one of these weird circular connectors. So circular connector goes on 2x1. There we go. Stud goes on the connector, which has the little ramp on it. There we go. And the little red connection piece. Come on. There we go. Goes in there. So we get this weird looking... This is all very weird looking, but I suppose you're trying to recreate rocks. So there we go. This is what we're working with at this point. Not even going to see the dog biscuit piece. If you're not even going to see the dog biscuit piece, what's even the point of having it? Wait a second. Is that supposed to be like a fossil? Like an animal footprint in like stone? And so like on the inside of this geode, there's a fossil? Because if that's the case, that's really cool. I really like that. All right. Let's see here. Give me 1 second. I'm just trying to finish off the food partially because I am very hungry. And it's very good. Thank you again, Kingdom. As always, your cooking is phenomenal. All right, there we go. Okay, so we did that. We did that. Oh, wait a minute. We did that wrong. Okay, no, we want it connected here. There we go. And then we take a gold 2x1 with no studs on it and snap it on the front there. Oh, everything's kind of very loosely held together at this point. All right. Let's see here. So this is interesting. We need a 1x4, 1x2, little stud mount piece, right? Oh no, and it's got like a circular backing to it. That's weird. I've never seen that piece before. Two of these little cover pieces, I guess you can call it, and then this weird angled cover piece. Okay, so 1x4, 1x2 on the 1x4, stud mount on the 1x2, and then the weird angled piece that, oh wait, is there, oh yes, there's two of them. So we want this one that kind of levels it out. And then we have the two rounded pieces kind of, oh, this is the wrong kind. Okay, we got these two kind of rounded pieces. That is also the wrong kind. There we go. That kind of just go down and smooth everything out. And then the whole thing goes right here? Yeah, right here. Okay. Interesting. And so then the next one is the other weird angled piece on a 1x2, as well as one of these smoothed over pieces, and that's going this way to create this weirdly shaped piece. And then the whole thing is going to go, if we switch this around, onto there. Yeah, there we go. Very, this just looks like I've thrown bricks together. This doesn't even look like anything yet. Okay. Alright, so now, 2 of these, a stud, a weirdly angled smooth piece, the other weirdly angled smooth piece, a 2x2, and a 1x2. We are really getting down to there just being like next to no pieces left. This is what we've got left for unused pieces. Okay, so we take this, put the 1x2 on it, and make it into a big, like, U shape. See? Like that. We've got the 2x2. We snap that on and put the stud underneath it. And then these two kind of act as wings. So, let's see here. I want to make sure I get the orientation right on what direction they're supposed to be facing, because I imagine it won't look right if we try to put it on the other way. We kind of just... There we go. We're kind of just snapping it on the back of this big piece, this rock that we're making. So there's that. Next we take this other rounded mount piece. We're just snapping that right on the back there. Right like that. And now we're starting to get to some of the gold pieces. So 2 gold 1x1s with no studs. And those are going to get snapped on here. And on top. There we go. So this central column seems like it's going to be the gold. Oh, almost. There we go. Yep, now we've got the large 2x2s for gold. So one of them is going to snap on here. Almost. Nope, that's not going to work. It's supposed to be even. Why is it not working? Did I do something wrong? I feel like I did something wrong. Oh, no. No, I didn't. Okay. It just matches up really weirdly, right? No, because that has it exactly lined up here. This weird angular piece is going to go here. I guess it doesn't have to be perfect. It's literally a big hunk of pyrite, so sure. Another weird angular piece goes up top. We've got a 2x1 that's going to snap on where? Right here on the front. And I swear I'll show you guys once we've got it done. I just don't want to lose my place. We got the studless 1x1 there. And then this last piece can kind of just... Oh, okay, so it is supposed to be off to allow for space for this piece. Okay. All right, and then these pieces were extra. For context, Kill the Choir had asked about pieces that I would eat and how much. They'd be these. I'm not going to eat a core component of the set. But if you want me to eat it, there is a number. Oh, it's vertical. It's supposed to be like this. Oh, that's weird. So it's supposed to be like this. So hang on 1 second, because I think I'm just going to have to take the top off real quick and swap this bit around, because I think one of them I messed up and they're supposed to be flat on the outside instead of that little display piece. There we go. Okay, so these little display pieces, they're to hold the rocks in place. That's really cool. I like that. And there we go. So that's our pyrite. And it's going to sit on top of the shelf like that. And you can see right here, we've got a spot for our next rock. That's really cool. I like that. I was like, why are they having us build this like weird horizontal box? Oh, because it has to be vertical. So there's the piece in progress. We now need bag number 2, of which I will be very careful not to throw away a piece accidentally. Now, if you'll excuse me, plastic bag opening ASMR. Oh, good. All those little blue dots you see are dark green. Oh, and there's 2 clear pieces in the bag, too. Don't want to toss those out. All right, double check. No pieces. We're good. Yeah, we've got... Look at that. We've got green screen Legos. I'll tell you what. Let me see how difficult it is for me to turn off the chroma key here. You know, I don't even remember how I turned it on. I mean, there has to be a way. Maybe I'm just doing it wrong. Oh, filters. Maybe... Ah, ha, ha! Okay, hang on a second. Aha! It's that simple. Excellent. Look at that. Alright, so, what does the color key do exactly? Oh, that's weird. Makes it slightly brighter. Anyway, I'll go ahead and keep that up so I can turn it back off, or back on when we're done. But there we go. You guys can now see the green and presumably the other Lego pieces. Now, we do have one more small bag of Legos, so I present you with more Lego bag ASMR. There we go. Confirmed no pieces. So we're good. And toss that out. Okay, so bag 2. Okay, so this is the watermelon. We built the pyrite. This is going to be the watermelon tourmaline. So right off the bat, we need. Let me see here. Where is it? Oh, just the back side of one of these. There we go. And then one of these green pieces. And so we're going to snap it on the side just like that. I'll try and show you guys with some regularity what it looks like. Okay, wait. Oh, on the bottom. Okay, I see. So there we go. We take another one and we just flip it around. And then we attach another white 2x1 there. We take... Oh, and we gotta attach 2 more of these cactus-looking pieces. Make it twice as tall. There we go. And then we're gonna snap on 1x3s onto the front and back. So there we go. This is what we're working with so far. Fairly straightforward. And then we have to take these weirdly angled smooth white pieces here, snap them on, That is the wrong direction for that one. Is all the wrong direction? No, there we go. All right, there's that one. And then... Okay, there we go. Another one of these little white ramps. Oh boy. All right. We've got a 2x1 and then a clear stud. And then we've got a little ramp 2x1 onto the other stud, and then another 2x1 standard onto the back of that one. Sorry, I'm trying to keep it on the camera as much as I can. So we got that one. We put another clear stud onto the back here. Matter of fact, let me see, since I'm working with smaller ones, let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. Yeah, there we go. You're not going to be able to see everything, but that's probably better. There we go. So let's see here. We've got that. We need another one of these 2x1s. There we go. And one of these clear ramps goes on that. And another clear stud behind that. We're building up some sort of base here. And then the whole thing gets snapped on the front of this weird looking green cactus thing. So there we go. That's what we're working with so far. So now we need one of these white angle pieces and put a stud on the corner. There we go. And then another weird angle piece and put that on one of the edges. Oh, come on. Come on. There we go. And then this, how is this supposed to... Oh, we snap it on right there. And then we do kind of the opposite. Yep, that works. And clear ramp. And, oh, wait, no, hang on. It needs to snap back onto the main piece here. Is it supposed to be opposite? Yeah. Yeah, it's supposed to be opposite, or non-asymmetrical. That's weird. Or non-symmetrical. Okay, so now, standard little white ramp, and it's going to go on, we're working on the other side of this piece now. And snap another clear ramp on there. And this one we want one of these flat, clear pieces. Here we are. No, wait, that's like a vent. Just need a standard... What on earth? We got those two, and then it's showing some sort of like pyramid piece. Like a clear pyramid piece. Ah, here we are. Oh, come back. There we go. And that needs to go flat side facing up. All right, there we go. We need two more of these cactus pieces, and they're gonna further extend upwards. There we go. come on. Trying to put them on there without snapping the whole thing in half. All right. Okay. So we've got that. So now we take these light green... Oh, wait, we need 2 of these little light green pieces, but also these 3x1s. And we need to put those on... Nope, either side. Come on, please don't break. Just work with me. There we go. Actually, I'm going to try and secure this side here. There we go. And then we'll do the same over here. All right, there is that. Ooh, all right, so now we are attaching these yellow transparent pieces up all 3 sides. Like the whole thing is being covered in these yellow transparent pieces. Oh. There we go. Oh, come on. Oh, sorry. It's the whole thing. It's not just the back 3 sides. It's the front too. So let's just snap on as many of these as possible. Very interesting. I like the transparent pieces giving just the different colored pieces, like the green, the light green. It gives it a different tint. Oh, come on. There we go. This is really cool. I hope that they do more mineral sets. Like, you know how you go to the mall and you see in like one of those, I don't want to call them touristy shops, but you know, they're not long-term stores. And you see like they have just a giant pillar of an amethyst geode just cracked open halfway through. I would love to see a full-sized amethyst geode Lego set. I would buy the crap out of that, I'll tell you. All right, so we got the whole thing encased in yellow transparent ones now. Now we take the white single mount ones, and we mount 2 on the exposed sides, and then 1 on the front. Okay, interesting to see where they're going with this. At this point, we're just kind of snapping bricks on, making a literal rock of plastic. All right, so there we go. Okay, now we're pausing. We're going to switch to these pink ones. So to the bottom. Yeah, to the bottom. There we go. So this is probably the pink part of the tourmaline. And we're doing what we did with like those cactus pieces. We're kind of trying to create one solid brick with varying colors and textures. There we go. And then we're taking these last 4 transparent yellow ones and we're snapping them along the bottom of this new piece that we're making. There we go. We got the white 2 stud ones that are going above the yellow ones. Or rather, not white, clear. So there we go. Interesting. And we're taking a solid pink one and snapping it on top, and then a transparent pink one and putting it on top of that. Very cool. and we're taking 2 more of these ramp ones, and we're gonna kind of try and put them so that they're like jutting upwards. There we go. Yeah. All right. I have a feeling the whole thing's coming together now. So now we're taking more of these 1x2s of the clear kind, and we're gonna snap them onto these big clear panels, and we're gonna take the whole thing and attach it, let's see here, so to the front and the back, it looks like. Yep, there we go. And then we're going to do something similar. We're going to take the clear pink and the see-through ones and do something similar. We're going to do that twice. And just going to snap those on to the other 2 sides. Just have to be careful not to... There we go. Gotta be careful not to tilt the whole thing. And then I'm gonna take the main pillar. Trying to find the right orientation for this. And then snap the 2 together. Come on. There we go. I felt something shift, but looks like everything's still in place. And then we're putting more of those white panel ones, connecting the 2 pieces. All right. There we go. That actually looks really cool. Oh, we're not done yet. And then we're going to take these like panel things and put them basically all up and down the sides. Like snap them into those larger panels. Adding probably a little bit more texture to the outer part. I would have been happy without these, so this is just extra at this point. There we go. Put them on every single side. Oh, gotta straighten these out just a little bit. There we go. And then we take... Oh, we gotta put 3 on the front here. And then we take this last like curved covering part. We're gonna put it vertically there. And there we go. That is the watermelon tourmaline. Very cool piece. I like that a lot. And so here, we'll see if you can see it here. So we're going to bring our shelving unit back over. And this is meant to be like that. So this is meant to be like that. So there we go. That's the first shelving unit done. I really like that. That's really cool. And I believe that is the whole first book done. Yep, that is the whole first booklet. We only had 3 spare pieces from that. So, we're going to move on to the second booklet here, which is our fluorite and... what was the other one? What was the orange one? Rhodesiite or something like that? I forget. Let me see. It doesn't say on the box. Oh no, wait, hang on. It said so in the first one. Tangerine quartz. So this is going to be fluorite and tangerine quartz. Okay, starting off, we need bag number 3, and I would like to introduce you all once again to Lego Piece Bag Opening ASMR. Alright, no extra pieces, good to go. No, Embry, we cannot get a feet cam. I'm not going to do it because A, I don't want to, B, I can't, and C, I'm not going to do that. Alright, more bag opening. Maybe? There we go. And last bag. Seeing a lot of dark blue, turquoise, cyan. It's my kind of stone. If you can't tell by the official colors of the channel. Okay, so second verse, same as the first. We're going to be building another display case here. So let's see here. Have to kind of dig through the pieces again. There we go. Yeah, we know this dance with the corner pieces and little individual ones and then more corner pieces. There we go. So now, let's see here. We need the slightly longer light brown ones. Those snap on the bottom. We're very familiar with this. Now we need the longer dark brown ones. Flip it over, light brown 2x1s. And then I think we're going to be building, yep, the other half of this. All right, there we go. Slightly shorter light brown ones there. And the whole thing is going to connect together. There we go. Oh, yep, we know this. So another layer of the light brown ones, and then the ones that have the 2 studs on either end but are smooth between. If I can find them. There we go. Oh, there we go. So there is that. Next up, the longer blank pieces. And then the little ramp pieces. Come on. Come on. There we go. There we go. Okay. So now the thicker pieces here. There we go. Snap those on. All right, we have to do these stupid windows again. Hang on 1 second. I'm not going to try and do these on the camera because they do not like to work with me. All right, there we go. Snap these into place. Come on. God. And I've made sure this time to make sure they're both facing the same way, now that I know what the purpose is. And I'm going to do the larger windows this way as well, just because it's easier for me. All right, and oh, are they supposed to, hang on a second. Are they supposed to open upwards? I've done this wrong. Okay. I attached them to the top and not the bottom. It's supposed to open like that. Did I do the other shelf wrong too? Does it even matter? Why would you have glass that slides outwards underneath things that you've collected? Hang on a second. I'm gonna double check the first book, make sure I didn't mess this up. Okay, yep, there's the small windows. Oh, I did mess it up. Huh. Oop. Oh well. I genuinely don't see what the purpose is, because the rocks are sitting directly on top of, hang on, just for safety's sake. There we go. Let me detach the pyrite and the watermelon tourmaline so that I can pop the top of this shelf off. There we go. And then I can swap these around. There we go. Surprisingly easy. I will give this set credit. If you do mess up, it is surprisingly easy to fix your mistakes. Because some of these, I don't even need to pop them off the proper build. I can just pop out the little window pane and there we go. I can just pop out the little window pane and I don't even need to worry about taking it off the main build. All right. There we go. Everything is now opening outwards. Again, I'm not sure. Oh, support pillar down. Where'd it go? All right, we got it. We're good. Not even sure why they want you to have these windows open in the first place, because I think they're just meant to be like glass panels. There we go. All right. here's that. That's taken care of. Gonna finish putting these together. Larger windows. Okay, there we go. And now we just need the pillars. There is that. Sorry, they don't really leave me a ton of space to work with right here. But there we go. So now we've got to build another framework here. We're building the roof of this one. There we go. There we go. All right, so there is that. And then the underside has the light brown 2x1s. There we go. And similar deal here. Oh. All right, there we go. Yep, and here's the gold, the gold corner caps. Try and, misalign that one. There we go. Come on. All right, there is that. And now then the smooth 2x1s to finish out the top here. There we go. And so we're going to bring this piece back over. You guys know how it works. Just try and secure it on. There we go. And there's our shelf. Excellent. Put that right there. All right. First up is our light blue gem, dark blue gem, something like that. I almost put the ice cream in the fridge. I love this show. If you want to keep supporting this show, buy me more Lego sets. I'll put them together on stream. Okay, so we want the kind of teal mount block, and then we want another teal mount block in a 2x2. We want the green mount block We're going to encase those 2x2s in green mount blocks. There we go. We're taking kind of darker blue 2x2s and snapping them on the side. Where's the other one? Where is the other one? Did they short me a blue 2x2? Oh, there's only one. Okay, whoops. My bad. There is only one. Okay, we take these two 1x1 mounted studs here. There we go. It's in. No, it doesn't look like there was a. Doesn't look like there was a second one. All right, there we go. And we take a pink 1x2 here. Snap that on, and then a blue slanted piece. There we go. And then the two, like the cactus pieces from the tourmaline. We're gonna snap blue ones on there. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we did that. We gotta take the green 2x1s and snap those on either side. And then the teal 1x1s. This is a very... This is my kind of aesthetic with the blues and the greens. Really like that. Oh, okay. So now we're getting to these transparent blue ones. So we take the 1x2 and put a purple stud on both of them. And then put another see-through blue. And then two of the little ramp pieces facing away from each other. Look at that. Love that. It's a great hue. And then snap that on. Kind of like a crown for our little guy here. Alright, then we need one of the pieces that has like a little grab bar. And then a green 1x2. Snap those on the front. And now we're going to get into like the transparent larger pieces. So we take the blue sloping downward one and snap the front onto a blue 2x1 and the bottom the light blue one. There we go. Something like that. And behind we're going to take the sloped 1x1, I guess? 1x1.5. The slope makes it 2. And then two of the smaller sloped ones go on top of that. Look at that. That's kind of cool. And then we're going to attach... Is that right? That is right. I'm going to attach the whole thing onto the side there. Very cool. I don't know where we're going with this one. I feel like I had an idea of what it would look like, and it has not met that idea. Alright, so teal 1x1, and that's going to snap on to there. And then this see-through light blue one snaps onto there. And now we need a green 1x3 and a light blue sloped one. Building some sort of side piece of the geode here. Right, that looks right. And then we need one of these big angled pieces, and it's gonna go right there. It's a odd looking piece. And then I think it's just gonna, yeah, it's just gonna snap on to the side here. Very strange looking. Okay, and we take one of these. Oh, what? Oh, yes. And we take one of these little sloped pieces and snap it in there. And then one of those 1 by 1.5s again. Snap it on the side. And then I think we're doing more or less the same thing to the other side here that we just did. So there's that. And then snap that on. Snap that on. Just lots of these little sloped pieces. And then one of the really big ones. And then that goes onto the side. There we go. Starting to look like a geode, I'll tell you what. Yeah, and then we've got more of these sloped pieces to try and... How? I'm sorry, what? Did I do this wrong somehow? It's above. And it goes on to... I think I missed a step. Nope, did that. Did I somehow... Hang on a second. Yeah, so the piece goes over that, and there's that, yep. And then that all connects, yep. I feel like I missed a step somehow. Well, let me see here. I need this, and this goes here. Yep, that goes there. Oh, I see the issue. I've done this wrong. There we go. There we go. I placed it, there we go. I placed it one step too high, and so not everything was aligned, but there we go. Symmetrical now, we're good. So that's covered. Then we take these two mounting bricks again, and we're gonna create side mounts on the back here, and take these two large corner bits and angle them down. So that they're like that. They're holding up the other side. Okay, another transparent blue one and a sloped transparent piece, and we're going to do that to both sides. So you get a little hood cover thing, and we're going to put it, oh, come on, like that onto one of the bigger pieces, and put a smaller sloped one there. And then the whole thing is going to snap onto the side like that. Kind of got like a sailboat shape to it. And I think we're going to do basically the same thing on the other side. Right? Yep, and then... Excellent. Then we're gonna switch it around here and put these two sloped 1x1 pieces facing each other. All right, I'm gonna set that to the side because we're working on what I assume is the final piece to this. I'm gonna take these transparent, come on, there we go, 2x2s. Or 2x1s. And then we're starting to really get down to just the tiny, tiny pieces. It's not going to make it great visually for stream, but like I said, I'll show you guys as often as possible. And I will do my best to keep as much as possible on camera. So we're going to attach that and another one of these to the bottom. And then another 2-1 transparent blue and another 1x2. There we go. There we go. Snap these studless pieces on top. And then one last little sloped one. There we go. And then we're using, oh, look at that. We're using the little claw thing to snap into the, yep, there we go. To snap into the proper piece. Look at that. That's cool. I like that. And then we're going to break out our shelf again. And does it say where? I guess not. I guess you can kind of align it however you want. And there we go. There's our blue tourmaline, right? No. What's the name of it? I'm forgetting. Because we had the orange quartz. That's the one that's next. This is the fluorite. So there we go. We've got our blue fluorite. I like that one. That's my favorite so far. Okay. So there we go. We're going to set the shelf off to the side here. And once again, Lego plastic bag ASMR. And one more for the smaller pieces. Come on. There we go. Okay, so this is our orange quartz, tangerine quartz. Basically the same thing, different kind of citrus. All right, so we're going to take these light orange 1x3s, snap on a couple of yellow and brown 1x2s. Can you whisper that into the mic for the ASMR? Sure. Crap, what's it called? Orange quartz or tangerine quartz, basically the same kind of citrus. There you go. All right, so really just kind of snap all these on. There's that. And then we're going to take this. This is a weird piece. Not breathy enough. Well, that's as good as you're going to get. This is a very weird piece. I haven't seen anything like this. It's see-through. It's a 1x2, but then it's 2 blocks high. Can't really. Come on, focus. Focus. Like, look at that. That's so strange. Focus, focus, focus. Come on. Why do you only focus on one side? Anyway, We're going to snap that on and take one of the... Oh, there's a lot of really tiny pieces for this. Where's the one with the little claw? Oh, it's gold. Okay, here we go. It's not orange. And then we're going to attach it like so. We take one of these weird elongated ones and we're going to snap it onto the side. Okay, and looks like, oh, careful. Come on. There we go. Looks like we're just kind of adding to the exterior here a little bit. And continuing to add to the exterior. How are we meant to do this? So, come on, there we go. So it faces the opposite direction. And this goes this way. Okay. Right? Yeah. All right, we got this little mount block and it gets a stud on top of it. And it gets a claw on the front of it. We have another claw? Yes, we do. Okay. And the claw has to be vertical. I'm trying to... You sound like the inside of my brain. I'm trying to keep the orientation of like these little claw pieces in mind because I know if I put them on wrong, it's going to come back to bite me in like 12 steps. And then this attaches to the underside of this weird shell piece. And that's going to kind of do that. Yep, there we go. And then we're going to take a transparent orange piece and snap it on the side, and then a non-transparent light brown piece and snap it in the opposite direction. There we go. Okay, flipping around, I'm going to go ahead and guess that we're doing the same thing just on the other side. Oh, yeah, and then doing that. Interesting. Adding texture to it. Okay, another strangely armored piece here. There we go, and oh, it has to, there we go. Interesting. Okay, and then a transparent orange slope. Come on. Ah, these things never want to stick together. Here we go. And then a 1x1 right next to it. Oh man, I'm really hoping this this gem pays off. It's a lot of really tiny parts for this one. All right, snap that one on. Oh joy, look at this. A teeny tiny clear pyramid piece and a see-through orange 1x1. Those snap together. Good luck ever getting those apart. Look at that. Good luck ever separating those. And those snap on to the mount piece, and the whole thing goes right there next to the claws. Okay, so then we're making another one of these armor pieces. Stud on top of that. Slope piece. That's not the right slope piece. Excuse me? Did I mess this up? Oh, that's accurate. So do that. Yep. Then that. Then those. Oh, no, you know what? I've got it backwards. I have got it backwards. That's what we need to do. I was genuinely scared there for a second because I'm like, we definitely got every single piece out of the bag. So unless I'm doing something wrong here, they shorted us a piece, but they did not. We're good. We're gonna kind of just snap the whole thing there on the side. Okay. All right, so we're gonna take another one of those weird vertical 2x2s. And it looks like here's where we get all the really annoying tiny pieces used. Because we're going to take these little transparent orange slope pieces and we're essentially going to cover these vertical orange 2x2s with them. It requires 8 of these tiny sloped pieces. Ouch. Ooh. May have just hurt myself slightly there. Whoops. Okay, so we've got that, and then we take the whole thing and we snap it right on top. All right, so now we're doing it again, except this time we're going to include yellow. So there's 3 orange on one side, on both sides, and there's 1 yellow on both sides. Come on. This thing doesn't want to stick on there. There we go. All right. So there is that, and that's gonna stick on there as well. Now, final one. Man. All right, so it's going to be all yellow slopes around the bottom, and I apologize if you can't really see it as well. These are very small parts. And then we're going to take the clear sloped ones and put those on top of the yellow ones. There we go. Yep, there's that. And we're going to take these like half pyramids. We're going to stick these right on top. To form like a whole pyramid right on top. And then stick the whole thing together. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to take this piece. Oh, hang on. I think we're building the other like crystal towers here. Because we got the 2 orange pieces with the single flat white 1x1 on top, and then the little transparent pyramid on top of that. And the whole thing goes onto this interesting little piece here, where it's a stud connector, but it's got like a handle, and then we connect the handle there. Come on, I'm trying to straighten out the little pyramid on top. All right, there we go. Come on. There's that. All right, we're gonna do a smaller one with the same design philosophy here. Orange, then white, then pyramid, and then connector piece on the bottom. And then that's gonna go right there next to it. And there you go. You can kind of change the direction of the little termination points. And there we have it. There's our tangerine quartz. Very cool. These are all extra pieces. Let me go ahead and connect it here. And then there we go. Look at that. Very cool. I like that a lot. This might be my favorite shelf so far. And I believe that is, yep, that's the whole book. Okay, so we've got one more book left. And it should have the rhodochrosite and the amethyst on it, or in it. Rhodochrosite, amethyst. This right here, so this is what I'm talking about, where like they have the big geode and it's cracked down the middle so you can see all the amethyst inside. I want a full-sized one of these. Like we're talking 3 feet tall. Just made entirely of Lego. I feel like that would be really cool. Okay, you guys know how it goes. Bag opening time. We got bag number 5 here. Okay, at this point I feel like I could assemble one of these shelving units blindfolded. Because that's what we're doing. We're building our third and final shelf here. Oop. Okay, so let's see here. Got these longer flat pieces here. And then just building up the framework. Oh. Okay. I thought this was a little different. Alright, so I got these little windows again, but this time it looks like we're doing a different design. And then we've got this and another 1x2. And there we go. We're doing that twice. Alright, and then doing it sideways this time, as opposed to each lengthwise side. We're doing it horizontally this time. Interesting. And then here we go with the additional windows. These are twice as tall. This is kind of cool. There we go. Hello. And then pop all 4 of those in. And let's see here. I don't think there's a specific orientation that it wants, so I'll just do my best on that.
Have you gotten any achievements?
What, like, have they popped retroactively? No.
No, I mean for making the Legos.
Oh, no. Lego Live must be down as well.
How will you get your achievements?
I don't know. We'll just have to hope it comes back up soon.
Don't cry yet.
Okay. Yet. Alright, let me push these over. We're going to add, I know it's kind of hard to see, but we've got these really long pieces, and we're making them even longer to use as the supports on the edge here. We got to do 4 of those. There we go. All right. Okay, let's set that over there. We're going to be doing I assume the top of the display case now. Thank you, Kingdom. Yep, that's done. We'll just flip these over. Yeah, we gotta make another. And then we combine the two. There we go. Let me guess. Yep, the gold corner pieces. Oh. Oh, I guess the little 2x1 versions are only north and south on this one. All right, there we go. So there's the whole thing, and weird, it doesn't match up entirely. I'll show you guys once I've got it secure because it's a little bit shaky. Oh my goodness, there we go. So this is what I'm talking about. You can see right here it doesn't match up, but I guess since this is supposed to be like the middle shelf, that makes sense. So let me go ahead and put this off to the side here. We are no doubt going to be opening our next bag. Yep, bag 6. This is the Rhodochrosite. Oh, there we go. Okay, so let's see here. We need a long gray piece and a circular black piece. I think these ones, the circular ones, are probably my favorite kind of Lego piece, just because they are very versatile. You know, they've got a lot more opportunity for specific builds because of their shape, and then you've got the like the hole in the middle where you can put the Lego Technic connector. All right, and then we need another circular one. There we go. Bit of an odd start, but I'll take it. Let me connect the whole thing. There we go. And we got the little circular black pieces here. Snap those on, and then I feel like we're kind of building like a TIE fighter, right? It's got like that kind of color scheme and general shape, I would say. Like you could see this being the base to a Sith airplane or spacecraft, something like that. Right, we've got these little, I don't even know what to call them. They're little circular pieces with little sticks coming off of them. Oh, and they are a pain to attach. Circular piece, there we go. And the weird winged armor pieces. Okay, even weirder, these little circular pieces with sticks on them, we are inserting them into the Legos. This feels like a forbidden Lego technique. And then upside down circular pieces. or more oval shaped, I guess. And then a stud here. And where is it? A gray 90-degree angle piece right there. Very strange layout they've got going. All right, we've got some sort of connector seating going. Where is that going? Right here. And then a clear sloped piece. And then two clear studs that are going in upside down here and here. The forbidden technique. Oh, all right. So we're going to put this off to the side here. And now we've got our next piece that we're building. Okay, just kind of snapping on the foundational pieces. Got another one of those connector pieces and another circular piece. And then two like wings. Go. You remember Leet Speak? Why was that a thing? It was just the cool thing to do back in the day. I'm kind of glad it's gone. But, you know, it had its place. Alright, so kind of snap that on there. And then we've got a slanted black piece here. Oh, okay, that's connected. Not securely, but it's connected. We've got a see-through clear piece there, followed by another clear stud right there. Interesting. Okay, we've got like one of these slanted 1x2s with a black stud and then a clear slanted piece. Yep, that looks right. And that's going to go right here. Oh, and there's a clear stud right here. And then the whole thing is going to connect to the original piece we were building, just like that. Interesting. And now we're building another piece, so we're going to put it right over there. Flip this upside down, circular piece or oval piece there. And we're building this whole thing upside down. Okay, so clear stud. What? I'm just noticing. What on earth is this? I have never seen one of these pieces. It's like a half stud. Can't really see. Focus, focus, focus. It's like a half stud with a little stick coming off the top. I've not seen that piece before. All right, and then we'll snap that on there. Let's see here. And then we've got to take one of these pieces and one of the black slanted pieces and attach it that way, and then flip it upside down, and black stud goes here. This is very confusing. Oh, flip it upside. That goes there. Okay. And let's see here. Another slanted piece. Come on. And then a clear stud on the bottom here. And there we go. All right. And then we're going to attach the whole thing again, upside down, to that section with the forbidden building technique. Seems very elaborate. Okay, so we've got that weird wing piece and a weird corner piece connecting like that. And then we've got to put studs pretty much all over this piece. And then that's just going to connect in this corner here. Right now it seems like it's just kind of a mess, but I'm sure it'll all, like, there's going to be one step where we put it together and it's like, oh, okay, I get it now. All right, stud there, oval piece there, stud there, and the whole thing connects in the other corner. And then oval 3-piece, and that's going to have studs on the underside there. And that's gonna, how are we doing this? Does that go over the red section? Yeah, it does. Okay. What was the purpose of it being red there then? And got another oval piece that goes there. Okay, interesting. I feel like a lot of this is just texture related. All right, we've got one of these like lever 2x2s and some sort of mount circular piece. We're going to take the whole thing and snap it into place there. And then we've got the red 1x1 and the flat 1x1. Stick those together. I know I said before, you know, best of luck getting those apart. I mean it here. There's nothing to hold on to when you're trying to separate these two. Really, try and separate them. You're only going to hurt yourself. Okay, so now we've got these weird pieces that I've never seen before. We're going to stick them in here in certain positions. Come on. Oh, don't break it. Don't break it. Okay. Another one that goes here. And another one that goes here. All right, kind of a pain to fit in there, but whatever. We got more of these weird pieces going in. Okay. One going there. One going there. One going there. Yep, right. Come on. There. And then another one right there. Where on earth? What is the purpose of these? Just kind of sticking them in here at random. There we go. Oh, one of the corners fell off. Hang on. There we go. Oh. Okay, so we've got another one of these kind of securing pieces, and we're going to stick two of these red 2x1s on, and then two flat red connectors. So we've got kind of like a ruby cube almost. We're going to snap that on right there on the back. And then let's see here. Toby's posting up by the bookshelf downstairs. Okay, interesting. Guys, I'll put this right here. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go check things out. Okay, sorry about that, everyone. I am back. As you all know, it's getting to be winter now, which, since we live in like a wooded area, that means that mice are trying to get into the house, and generally it's a decent indicator when your cat posts up by a piece of furniture that there might be a mouse near it or underneath it. And I think our cat was just pranking us, because as far as I could see, there's no indication of a mouse. So, congratulations, Toby. You've successfully pranked us. Or he's just a weird cat, which could also be, you know, a very realistic situation. All right, so give me 1 second here. Yes, Kingdom is also terrified of mice, so we obviously want to take care of one if it did manage to get into the house. Okay, so where were we? Right. Hang on 1 second. All right, now Kingdom's got me hearing things. All right, so we were on this step, I believe. So we need to find, let's kind of group everything up here, our singular red, well, it's more of like a peach color, and then take, there we go, take this, and we're going to put that here on that circular bit. And then we're going to build another one of these connector pieces, except instead of the larger ones, it's going to be flat. And then it's got the smooth topped ones. There we go. And this will connect right here in the front. Ouch. That one did not want to connect, but we're good. Okay, so I believe this is the final, like, crystal here that we're building. Looks like it's going to be basically a big cube. Alright, so yeah, it is basically just a big cube, and then we're kind of capping off the top with these flat, plain red bricks here. And then right in the corner, there we go. And then this, actually, you'll see this is actually kind of cool. It slots in and connects to the thing that we had just placed. Look at that. Oh, and there we go. So all these are extra. And let's go ahead and get our shelf set up here so it goes on the bottom. Let's try and get it as centered as possible. There we go. Look at that. That's cool. All right, and here we go. This is the final bag of the set. Bag number 7. Looks like we've got 2 smaller bags again. One of which I can already see has one of those dog biscuit pieces in here. All right. There we go. So this is the amethyst. They're obviously saving the best for last. So let's see here. We're going to take these white and yellow pieces. Interesting way to start an amethyst, something that is famously gray and purple, is by going with white and yellow. And we're kind of building this totem pole kind of deal. So white on the bottom, and then 4 yellows stacked on top. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, there we go. Oh, and we're putting the dog biscuit right on top. It's like a little dog biscuit wizard staff. Okay. So now we need a 3x3 right here. And that's going to snap in. Okay, I see what we're doing. We're snapping it in at the bottom and the top. And then we're taking a 2x3 and snapping it in the middle. There we go. We're taking these blue pieces now. I'm sorry, how are we securing these? No, really, how are we securing these? Am I stupid? So we do that, and then this. Oh, that's how. Because they're all connected to this, like, tan piece here. So we have to connect them all to each other before we connect the whole thing to the larger piece. Interesting. And we're doing that twice. Oh, come on. Stick together. I know. Come on. All right. There we go. Very interesting layout here for something that, like I said, is purple. Here comes the purple. All right. There we go. So there's that, and we're gonna... Oh, I'm just now realizing how many much smaller pieces there are for this set, or at least for this part of this set. And we want a clear singular piece here right in the middle, and then a clear pink piece also right in the middle. There we go. And we want a clear blue piece, another clear pink piece, and then 2 clear pink pieces on either side of the clear blue piece. All right, we got 3 sloped pieces here, all go in different directions. Three more sloped pieces, all going different directions. Interesting. Seems like we're building out the center of the amethyst first. Three more sloped pieces. What are we doing here? Is this whole thing just the sloped purple pieces? I think it is. Okay. And then here we go. There we go. And there we go. Oh, oh, oh. There's that. All right, and sloped clear pieces. Oh, come on. Come on. Okay. It looks a lot more blue than it actually is. It's kind of a deep purple. Interesting. This is clearly like the central column of the amethyst. So we'll set that off to the side. We've got our next piece here. So we've got a 2x3 and a 3x3. Okay, and then corner piece, clear 2x1, and then red piece, green piece, red piece. Okay, there we go. We've got a see-through pink one with a clear purple one. And we'll snap that on the center here with another sloped clear purple one. And we've got the clear sloped pieces as well. And then the whole thing is snapping on to the main piece. Come on. There we go. Not bad. Not bad looking. Alright, so now we've got these two kind of 1.5 pieces, and they're going up top next to the dog biscuit. And then, oh, see, we're covering the dog biscuit again. Why? What's even the point of having it be a dog biscuit? And a single stud there. Oh, wait, hang on. Sorry, I did that wrong. so we want, where is it? There we go. So we want a 3x1 gray, and then a slanted, sloped gray one, and then a single stud, and then the whole thing covers the dog biscuit. There we go. And we want a clear 1x1 stud somewhere. Oh, we have to connect it. Let's see here. There we go. I have to connect it to this like armor looking piece and then snap that on the back. There we go. And we flip this backwards and we get the larger armor like pieces. And those go here. Right on the bottom of it. Oh, okay, we've got more armor pieces. I'm sorry, am I missing pieces? No, okay. Odd. All right, so the smaller ones, there we go. So there's that. And then we've got these sloped pieces that are just gonna stick on the back here. Oh, actually I've misplaced that one. There we go. This one's got a stud. This one's like a little corner piece. Every time I think I've seen the most like tiny, undisconnectable Lego, they just come out with another one. It's like, why? You guys hate fingers? Like, I know you give us this orange removal tool, but it's not helpful some of the times. All right, there we go. And then a single slope facing upwards. All right, we've got another piece, so we'll set the main piece off to the side here. So we need one of those weird connectors. Here's the weird connector. And a clear single stud. Go. Clear double stud. There we go. And another weird connector. And we're kind of just building it out this way. I'm going to repeat the process again. Okay, another double clear one. And then one of the long pink ones. All right, here we go. Purple claw ones. Clear one. Clear pink one. Another clear one. And then a gray single stud. There we go. Yep, looks good. And then 5 clear sloped ones, all at different directions. That's great. That's gonna hurt my fingers. Ouch. I don't know if you guys have done this when you're doing a Lego set, but eventually, like, your thumb starts to lock up because it's been pushing on tiny pieces for so long. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. All right, there we go. So we'll put that down for a moment. Try and bring these all together here. So we have one of these weird connector, like L shapes almost. And we need a 2-block and then a smooth 2-block. and then a single stud right here. Okay, and then the whole thing is going to connect to what we just built, like that. And then we're going to take a clear 2-block and connect it on top as well. There we go. We're going to take these long purple blue smooth pieces and just cover the top. Okay, and now we've got more sloped clear pieces. Again, all going different directions. That's wonderful. Oh, we've got a flat clear piece as well. Okay. And then now we take, again, what is this piece? What is this piece? I have never seen this piece before. What are we doing? All right, and it connects like so. Oh, we also need one of these 2 blocks on the bottom. There we go. And then the whole thing is going to connect to the side somehow. Like that. Oh yeah, like that. Interesting. Okay, well, there we go. So that's added a little bit more depth there. All right, another piece. All right, so let's see here. We need one of these corner pieces and these 1.5s. We take one of the long pieces and connect that. We'll flip it over and add some more stability to the bottom. And then, oh, there we go. And then, and then one of these like wing pieces. There we go. Excuse me. Goodness gracious. All right, so this is a really weird looking piece. And then it all connects just like that. Okay, so one of these corner pieces, and it gets a gray stud in the middle and one of those teeny tiny detail pieces next to it. Then we connect 2 of these little 1.5 connectors to that, and then the whole thing kind of snaps on right there. And I assume we're going to be doing something similar here on the other side. Oh, nope. Nope. This is just the corner piece right here. Okay. Another corner piece, another decorative piece, and then another gray stud. And then we really are going all out on the outside detail. I'm sorry, I feel like I missed something. Oh, it's because I did miss something. Okay. What is this other piece that we're missing? It's like a almost 2 block long detail piece. Here we are. Oh, there must be another one. There we go. And that whole thing's kind of sitting right there. Right there. Okay. Did that, we did that. We need to do this now. So we need the armor piece, which is right here. Yep, there we go. Sealing that part off. And I believe that's the whole outside of the right side of the geode. Yeah, you can see it starting to come together. It's really cool looking. Okay, so I assume we're doing more or less the same thing for the other side now. Yep, so this is us building out that long side piece here. Right there we go. Right, yep, there we go. All right, so then we put another clear piece on the end, then a long pink piece here, and the two purple claws, the clear two piece, there we go, and then more clear pink pieces. Okay, and here's the one with that weird half circle connector thing, not collector. So we want, where is it? Here we go. We want one of these, and then one of these smooth ones, and then one of these singular ones, and then the whole thing is going to connect here, and then we're getting a clear piece over the top, right? Let me see. Yep, clear piece over the top, just like the other side. So long purple pieces again. There we go. And more of these clear sloped pieces that hurt my fingers at this point. Oh, hang on. Went one too far. Oh. All right, there we go. And then the one on the end is flat. There's that one facing that way. Oh, it's just those two. Okay. And then we've got this other weird connector piece. It gets held in place here. And then the whole thing, flip over the main geode. The whole thing. Where does the whole thing connect? Right here? Yeah, right there. Yeah, look at that. That's really cool. All right. So now we're just going to close in. We're going to enclose this part just like we did on the other side. So corner, corner. And the whole thing goes here. Corner, gray stud, ornamental piece. And then the two mounted pieces here. And then that whole thing snaps in there. They really were saving the best for last. I really like the amethyst the most out of all of them. There we go. Another long piece. Flip it over. Triple piece there. Another wing piece there. Flip it back over, stud there. And then the whole thing snaps in. There we go. There we go. We want it to be facing that way. We want the ornamental piece that way, and then a gray stud. And then the whole thing, which way? This way. Whole thing snaps in like that. And then we do one of those and one of those. Take the armor piece, kind of snap that in over here. Is that the whole thing? That is the whole thing, ladies and gentlemen. These are extras. Look at that. That is gorgeous. I love the amethyst more than any of them. This is amazing. Okay, so where is the shelf? So here, let me, oop, that one's extra too. Let me remove the instruction booklet here and just set that aside, and give me 1 second. I'm going to take all these extra little pieces and just put them in one of these small plastic bags that they all came in. What I do is I save these just in case they stay in the box. Just got to be careful, pick these up a few at a time. That way they don't go flying. I really appreciate, ooh, see, one of them just went flying. I really appreciate that Lego kind of, because back when I was a kid, these sets, on occasion, they would be missing a piece. All right, 1 second, let me seal this up with a rubber band. They would be missing a piece, and you'd have to call Lego and have them ship you the piece that didn't get included. There we go. Oh, okay. Rubber band broke. I get another one. You'd have to call them, and they'd have to ship you the piece that you didn't get. And it was a whole thing. I'm glad that they realized, hey, we're probably losing money shipping people these pieces that just didn't get included, so maybe we should just send them extras and take a smaller hit than having to mail individual Lego pieces out. Okay, I'm gonna support it, but yeah, there we go. Oh, yeah, it really doesn't like being horizontal, so we might just have to, yeah, I'm just gonna rest the amethyst there because it's too heavy to sit on its own. But I'm gonna put these horizontal so that way you guys can see the results of our stream today. This is the full set. This is Lego Mineral Collection, Lego Ideas number 70, and it is set number 21362, otherwise known as Cool Rocks. And again, we've got our watermelon tourmaline, our rhodochrosite, our tangerine quartz, our fluorite, our amethyst, and our pyrite. I really like this set. This is really cool. Let me go ahead and stand this up. The shelving got a little bit repetitive, but you know, that's kind of to be expected. Oh, that's why it doesn't match up, because if, look at that. If you're standing them up next to each other, the shelves just kind of slot in to that middle shelf, just like that. That's really cool. I did not think that they would do that. Yes, I did like my birthday gift. This was a lot of fun. Let me go ahead and see if I can. Yeah, there we go. That's about as good a view as you guys are gonna get. Okay, well, I know it was a little bit of an unorthodox stream. We kind of had to set it up last minute just because, you know, Xbox was broken. But thank you guys for watching. I think we're going to call it there for the night. And if you're watching this VOD on YouTube at some point in the future, thank you for making it to the end. Really appreciate it. And if you did make it to the end, why don't you drop a subscribe? I mean, please? You just watched a 3-hour video of me building Legos. I would appreciate it. Anyway, just to reiterate, There's not going to be a stream this Friday, at least not this Friday night. I don't know what the whole day is going to bring, but like I said, that is Kingdom's Day. That is her birthday. So we're going to go out to dinner to celebrate her birthday. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I don't know if I'll be doing anything with stream this weekend, but I do appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I appreciate you guys being here. And it is Thanksgiving this Thursday. So if you are American, happy Thanksgiving. If you are not, then, you know, happy Thanksgiving still. Maybe have maybe have some turkey to celebrate with your American buddies. And yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll catch you either sometime later this week or next week with Choir as we pick up the next episode of Batman Telltale Season 2. So thank you all for watching. I am Eat Sleep Complete, and I'll see you all again relatively soon. Same time, same place, same channel. This isn't a game, but, you know, maybe we'll do Legos in the future. All right. Have a good week, guys, and happy Thanksgiving. Happy birthday, Kingdom. Love you so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.